Obasanjo, who admitted that a saint cannot conduct credible election, is calling for Yakubu's removal. Arewa Group, and now to the news info. A northern group, Arewa think tank ATT, has criticized former President Olusegun Obasanjo for his call to sack the chairman of the Independent National Electoral Commission (Inec), Professor Mahmood Yakubu. In a statement on Monday, ATT expressed displeasure over Obasanjo's remark, accusing the former leader of failing to establish a strong electoral foundation during his tenure as president from 1999 to 2007. Nigerian Punch reports that Obasanjo made the call while speaking at the Chinua Achebe Leadership Forum held at Yale University in Connecticut, USA. ATT, in a statement by its convener Mohammed Alhaji Yakubu, said it is indeed unpatriotic for Obasanjo, who admitted during his own period of electoral crisis that not even a saint can conduct credible elections in Nigeria, to now accuse the government of failing in this regard. To say the least, Obasanjo's track record on electoral integrity during his administration is questionable, if history should be kind to Nigeria. Obasanjo himself has admitted to having manipulated elections to ensure victory for his preferred candidate. The late President Arewa even admitted the election that brought him to power was flawed with irregularities. In light of this, it is difficult to take this criticism of the current government seriously. So because of that, are we going to continue in the same rigging of election, in the same manipulation of election in this country? When is it going to stop? When is it going to come to an end? When are we going to say no, enough is enough? We can't allow Inec to keep conducting election that is going to be rigged for us. Are we not going to stop it? It is therefore hypocritical for someone like Obasanjo, who has presided over flawed elections in the past, to now point fingers at others. If actually he cared so much about the integrity of the electoral process, he should reflect on his own past actions and work towards ensuring free and fair elections for all Nigerians. ATC recalled with displeasure that for the former president who once presided over a system riddled with all manners of corruption, whose presidency was characterized by electoral malpractices, his electoral integrity raises pertinent questions about the moral rights that he has in criticizing contemporary governance. The group added Obasanjo's tenure was a period during which the very foundations of Nigeria's electoral processes were laid, but it was poorly laid. His administrations witnessed elections marred by irregularities, where results were announced even as voters stood in queues. For the former president to now label the 2023 election a travesty is not only exaggerated, but also a glaring display of inciting citizenry against constituted authorities. We recall with sadness and disappointment that Obasanjo's administration was marred by a manual electoral process often fraught with inefficiencies and opportunities for manipulation. So his criticism of the current Commission reliance on technology such as the bimodal voters accreditation system and Inec election result viewing portal (IREV) does not hold water and amounted to a misplaced criticism. Because he conducted the election too, so he's not in the rightful manner. He's not in the rightful position to call Mahmood out. But really, what Mahmood is doing is not good. So when is he going to stop if they can't call him out because, he too has conducted the election and rigged it, so because of that, he can't call Mahmood out? Then we are not ready to go forward in this country. We have a strong view that all leaders should prioritize the interests of the citizenry and work towards building a transparent and accountable electoral system for the betterment of our dear country. However, ATT wishes to advise the current administration under President Tinubu to prioritize the establishment of a transparent and accountable electoral process, since there is little or nothing to learn from the past. This has become necessary instead of being subjected to the distraction posed by past leaders who have failed to take responsibilities for their actions and inactions. Well, maybe if it was somebody else that came outside, they wouldn't have said, your opinion does not hold water. You cannot tell us that somebody should not rig the election when you did it in your own tenure. So you can't say that. Nat Ekenedo says, among all the election umpires in Nigeria, Mahmood Yakubu has been adjudged the worst and most corrupt by all and sundry, even by election observers from outside the country. Even what OBJ said has been said by thousands before now, but because of corrupt leaders, nothing has been done about it because he has an agenda to fulfill. Under his watch, Nigeria saw falsification and manual alterations of counted votes despite Nigeria spending so much money on electronic election materials. I'm telling you, You say election is electronic, but you are still counting results manually, writing results with your hand, changing it and doing everything. Samuel Bello says, at ATT, I am from the north, but let's call a spade a spade. Where Nigeria was 1999 to date, we have fall below standard. If other leaders try their best like that of Obasanjo, we will not be where we are today. Yes, Obasanjo is not a saint, but we can understand his leadership. IGP, governors and some lawmakers were removed by court ruling, but under this APC, what we are seeing is wrong. For me, Obasanjo's assertion is on the right track. Promos Yakubu should honorably resign because he has failed woefully. He needs to resign. They should not even tell him. He has failed. Ikemji Kaike says, please leave OBJ alone. If he knows strong political and strong love for his country, he would have pushed for third term. Morris Ogunleye says, Morris Ewu as Inec chairman had a dismal showing under Olusegun Obasanjo, so he should stop pontificating on the issues of Inec chairman and election. So nobody wants to talk. Obasanjo that is talking, people are saying he should not talk again. So we are not ready. We are okay with what is going on in this country. So let us continue. Adekunle Samuel says, it's not Baba that destabilized the system of election in this country. Before 1999, we conducted all our elections in Nigeria. At the time, it was OBJ that made it as it is today. It is apt. Isaiah Levi says, whether you guys like it or not, it's antecedents put us in this mess that we are all in. We are not surprised. So, should it continue like that? If it was this antecedent that caused it like this, should we continue like that? And we are not saying anything. This man is talking now. You are saying no, he should not talk because he's not a saint. He's not this, he's not that. We are not ready, sir. We are not ready. Ibrahim Afar says, Mahmoud Yakubu, God will punish you in your life. Eman Bobo says, it is true that improvements can be allowed that will show a true and fair election. It would have been a sweet history today that today electionary is better than under his era. Shinam Gandu says, Yakubu must go. Yes, he needs to go. He needs to. Adepoju Michael says, until we all understand the antics of Obasanjo and discover how useless he is before we can have peace in this country. That man understands very well that Nigerians are full of emotions and is always using that to sell his mediocrity to us, but forgetting that we all cannot be a fool forever. He's a devil's incarnate, good for nothing man. You think so? Okay, now. Stephen Bullock says, Yakubu is the worst and most corrupt professor in all of Africa. Research has shown. I wonder, the criteria used to award him professorship. Me too, I wonder too. Because they'll just be dashing professorship to people that they don't even go and study PhD. Professor of rigging. That is what he is. Chrismo says, Yakubu Mahmoud is glitches. Emmanuel says, nothing bad in Obasanjo's statement. Nigeria have a long way to go with their behavior, mostly the poor. A bad man yesterday can be good today. It is not an issue. They are trying to fight for people that are saying no, he should shut up. But yet they are suffering. Obasanjo, is he suffering in with us? No, he's not. He's enjoying himself. He has enough money to last him his lifetime. His children has enough money to last them their lifetime. He's trying to fight for us. You are saying no. He's trying to call somebody out. You say no because he's a bad person himself. No wahala. We are not ready. My listeners, over to you. Leave your thoughts in the comment section. Don't forget to like, to share, and subscribe. Thank you for listening. See you some other time. Bye.